Hello YouTube, good afternoon. We've got an exciting video planned for you. But before we get to that, let me introduce you to my new wife, Kelsey. Kelsey and I got married a couple of months ago, and this is a video of our first major trip together, where we go out with a couple of friends and do a 50-mile backpacking loop in the Yosemite National Park. After the video, stick around and we will give our afterthoughts on gear and the route.
Am I getting yelled at already for the route? It's drier that way, the river's right there.
Well, I had dry feet for about half an hour. I think
that'll be that's long enough.
We have our... There you go. Oh, and then you edit it out. I don't know. Probably both.
It's a lovely afternoon. We've walked about 6 miles or so. Definitely warm. Lots of sun exposure. In a spot of Yosemite I've never been to. We're pretty far out of the valley by now. The peaks are gorgeous. We're heading up to Red Peak Pass. We're going to do that not tomorrow, probably the next day. Hoping to get some fishing in tonight. The creeks aren't very deep or wide, but we'll see if there's anything in there. And there's 2 lakes tomorrow that I could use for stops. So, feeling good. Cardio's feeling pretty good. A little over 7,000 right now. And climbing. So what's the plan, gang? You all gonna... You have the wet route? Yeah. You have the tricky route. I'm gonna go wet route here. Let's see if I can film and not fall over. Whee! Oh, it's refreshing. We've been walking since about 9 a.m. It's now a little after 4. Probably done like 9 miles, 8, 9, something like that. We're next to this creek on our way up to Red Peak. One of the members of the party sprinted ahead, found a place to camp. So we are going to head up there, set up camp. I was smart, brought a hammock. We'll set that up and relax. Everyone having fun? Woo! Woo! So we got dinner going here. What do we have?
How long is the Spanish rice in the peanut sauce and ramen.
What do you think? Is it good? We're gonna do this one again?
It's gonna put too much water in mine.
Put too much water. So be careful on that. We put the peanut sauce in this jar. Nalgene thing hasn't leaked. We got enough left for another meal. And you got some hot chocolate. And you have a mosquito on your head.
Good morning. It's the morning of day 2, and I just realized I did not do an intro or tell you what the heck's going on. We started out, we are in Yosemite National Park here in California. We have a group of 6 folks. My wife, we'll do an introductory video with her here, since that's the first time she's been on the YouTube channel. Yeah, we got a group of some other friends, we got 4 other people. And we started at Mono Meadow, which is near Glacier Point in Yosemite National Park. We're doing kind of a counterclockwise loop, going down and doing the Red Peak Trail, and then looping back through Little Yosemite Valley. Weather has been pretty epic. 80s during the day, like high 50s during the night. I slept super good last night. Feeling good, feeling strong. We're going to hike up just a little bit more, and there's Upper and Lower Ottawa Lake. We're going to stay at Upper Ottawa Lake tonight. And then, so short day today. I'm going to try some fishing. Brought my little ultralight spin cast fishing system. Do that. And then tomorrow is going to be the high elevation, high mileage day, Red Peak Pass. It's like 11,300, 400, something like that. So there'll be quite a bit of elevation and a lot of switchbacks. It'll be fun. Hello.
Good morning, Kyle.
Good morning. So Kelsey and I got married a couple months ago. You probably figured that out through Joe's videos. This is our first major backpacking trip together, right?
Yeah.
So it'll be a test of the new couple. She's very happy that I brought the hammock. The hammock's worked well as a drawing line and a nice comfortable view there next to the little waterfall. Oh, you're gonna jump in? Hopefully it doesn't break or anything. It's pretty great. You can take a nap in it. Okay, so here we are on the map.
Really filming your creepy gloves?
Yeah, I'm filming the creepy gloves. So right here is where we started. That's Glacier Point. Right down there where we started on the yellow line is Mono Lake, or Mono Meadow. And we've come this far down. And we're gonna hike up to where this completes and hits with the green line. That's something upper and lower Merced Lake. And we're going up this green line, go away. And up, up, up. Got everything packed up, we're back on trail. We're on our way uphill today. We're going to go to lower Ottawa Lake. Should be quite nice. According to one of the maps, it looks like half of it should have some trees and the rest should be kind of fading into above tree line. So that'd be nice to get up a little bit higher, acclimatize a titch higher before we go to Red Peak Pass tomorrow. We've made a junction. That sign right there says it's 3.1 miles to Ottawa Lake, which we're going to camp at. Then 3 miles from there in the morning up to Red Peak. Does that sound like a plan, everyone?
Woo!
Woo! Woo!
Woo!
What do you think, Kelsey?
Woo!
Okay, good. Enough woohoos. So Kelsey, what are we working with for lunch here?
Peanut butter and granola. This is some pretty sweet granola too.
What kind is that?
It's got chocolate
Ooh,
and
chocolate and strawberry chunks. Some peanut butter on a wrap. Good stuff. So we've been hiking uphill most of the afternoon. It's camp. There's lunch. We're getting close. The Red Peak is right up there over Kelsey's shoulder. Absolutely gorgeous view. We're starting to see some fish. This little stream right down here. Not real big, but you know, alpine stream. So hopefully there's some in the lake we're going to. We have made it. Ottawa Lake, 9,700. Absolutely freaking gorgeous. And I've been seeing some Swiss fish swim around. That's hard to say.
Swiss fish.
Swish, fish, fish. I'm next level excited right now. We have reached the lake. It is a great lake. It goes out in many spots where it goes out about 5-6 feet and then it just drops straight down, turns nice and deep. I've seen a brown trout already, probably a good 10 inches long, yay big around. I mean, completely good to eat. So we're seeing all kinds of little fish in the stream. So there's definitely good sized fish here. I'm going to dry my feet out, set up the hammock, relax for 20 minutes, and then it's full on 3 hours of fishing. I'm pumped. Kelsey doesn't quite understand it, but I'm excited.
Do you take out the audio or do you leave
Your
it in?
butt's very round in this lighting.
Ooh, he hit it. He swam up from the deep and he hit. So check this out.
So you just cast out there and you kind of reel it in?
Yeah.
God, what are you feeling right now?
What am I feeling right now? Elation.
Elation.
I have my lady, I've got some cool people out here, some good friends. I've caught several fish already.
Just want to make sure everyone knows Kyle does barbless hooks
100% barbless.
so that the fish are only minimally harmed in the making of this film. Just learned something new. Apparently when you cast, it's actually called presenting the lure. Like a little present. Nope. He didn't want his present.
What is that?
Rainbow.
Can we see what it looks like?
I try to be careful with these guys because they are kind of sensitive.
It's the barbs though. You hit them less.
So Kelsey, what do you think of me bringing the hammock here?
Good idea.
Good idea. Yeah, pretty epic view, huh? It's a really good dinner. Kelsey brought some powdered cheese that I put in my rice and beans. Phenomenal. Does this get any better? I don't know if there's a better site on the planet for fishing. I'm starting to see some fish jump. There's little bugs on the top of the lake. I'm going to work my way down this way. Looks like all the wind's blowing that way, so usually fish tend to be down that way of the wind.
This is awesome. Yeah, here's what I've been catching. Nice little rainbow here. I'm gonna get him disconnected. That was a great example of the size of the rainbows I've been catching today. And they're a ton of fun. When you hit them, that one jumped out of the water 4 times when I was retrieving it. So tons of fun, good little fight for tiny little fish. And the sunset just keeps getting better and better. These mountains are absolutely gorgeous. Good morning, it's the beginning of day 3. We are here at this lake. We're about 9,700 feet and we have to climb up to Red Peak Pass, which is about 11,100. So we got 1,400-ish feet of climbing over 3 miles. Then it's downhill most of the rest of the way. So pretty excited about that. Gorgeous view this morning. I'm working on breakfast right now. As soon as I get that done, if I got some time, I'm going to do a little bit of fishing. Do want to get up the pass though before it gets very warm because it's completely sun exposed. I'm just going to get hot. Does anyone know what this plant is? It's got these cool kind of, I don't know, green leaves with big white flowers.
I think I know what it is.
Well, what is it then, expert?
It starts with a V, and if sheep eat it when they're pregnant for 14 days, it'll cause them to have a cyclops baby.
Okay, no more coffee. Keep walking. You having fun, Kelsey?
Yeah. Cardio.
We're going up these stairs. Gained about over 400 feet probably by now. It's back down where we started about 35, 40 minutes ago. One heck of a view. Well, we have reached our first snow crossing here. Not very much of one. We've come up quite a ways.
Alan, I was screaming your name. I could see your cat just over the...
Oh, really?
Yeah, you couldn't hear me.
Whoa, we've been climbing now for an hour and 40 minutes. We've come up quite a ways. We did it, we made it to Red Peak Pass. A little over 11,000 feet. I feel pretty good. Took about 2 hours. Definitely tired. We go this way. You see we have a view of
Here?
lovely Yosemite high country. Time for M&Ms.
It is what it is. I guess we just go down.
We're having some fun. Little snowfields here.
No, man, this is not fun. Not when you just tore your ACL.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, this is a lot of snow. We're on the east side now, or east slope of this mountain. You can see how much snow is left here, late August 2019. We're gonna be going back and forth on it all day. So Kelsey, you having fun here?
Sliding down some snow.
That was your first little snowfield experience, right? Yeah. It's fun because if you would have slipped, you see how far you would have gone?
It wouldn't be good.
Not good. Gotta be careful. Gorgeous peak. You see those jagged ones over there in the distance?
Wow. And can you imagine if she slipped right now and you got her on camera?
Oh, that was
No, don't do that. Take it real easy, Kels. Go slow.
a tube sensation. There you go. That's one way to do it.
Turn around if you have to. You don't have to always use your poles. Gorgeous view here. Walking on a ledge. Trying to refine the trail. Awesome afternoon. Doing a little stream crossing here. Some people go wet. Some people do the balancing the rock. Is it cold? So we've come all the way down from Red Peak Pass. We're here at Triple Fork something. Nice little river. Kelsey saw a rainbow, right?
Yeah.
So this leads into the Merced Fork, which leads into the actual Merced River, which hopefully has good fish in it. So about 5 more miles to do today. We've done 8.9 so far. Woo! 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 Let's do it, team.
Wow.
Good morning. It's the beginning of day 4. We're next to the Merced River. It's a lovely camp. I went to bed early last night after a big day of hiking, both uphill and then a lot of descent. We're in the valley the rest of the day. We're going to head towards Little Yosemite Valley. I'll be next to the river most of the day. I might try to get some fishing in. Really nice out today. The mosquitoes are kind of bad. We were just commenting on that at the end of August we didn't think mosquitoes would be around, but they're here. Gigantic granite slab of a wall here. The camera can't even get all of it in it. It's awesome. So Kelsey, what'd you find?
I decided I'm not going back. I'm gonna mine for gold in these hills.
Are we rich now? Oh yeah.
This
Here, stop. I can't focus when it's moving.
1 cent.
1 cent?
Maybe.
I don't know what gold's at these days. Yeah, looks like gold. I don't know if it's real or not.
Probably not.
We're having a lovely afternoon. We've been walking down the Merced River, kind of meandered up in the hills and come down. Absolutely gorgeous, huge granite faces. We've been looking at all day, rushing rivers. I tried to fish once in one of the lakes, no go. A couple of strong hits, but no bites. But yeah, awesome day. I'm looking back and like going over my gear load and the whole time, like, what could I do different? I think I'd try to go lighter. We carried 2 bear cans in, and really within the first day we had tons of extra room in both of them. So I think if I would have thought better, we could have done the bear can, 1 bear can, really tried to been pretty strategic. Done 1 bear can instead of 2, and that would have saved a lot of weight. I wouldn't have brought my tripod for my camera. It's way too challenging to try to set the tripod up, walk back, do all this stuff when there's like 5 or 6 other people that just want to, walk and do other stuff. So no tripod on group trips. That's my new rule. Water bottles working out great. I love the Sawyer. I made this cool pocket for it. Made it out of 500D because that's what I had laying around. And that works a lot better than the bungee straps that come with it. I like that, but every time you put your pack down, it would fall over. So I made this little sleeve. It's got some elastics on the bottom. It goes elastics around there and then clips in the shoulder strap, and it holds the bottle super secure. So I've been really happy that I brought that. Let's see, what else would I change gear wise? Clothing, I've worn next to nothing. It's this blue shirt I've been wearing. It's like Patagonia long sleeve sun shirt, shorts. I throw on a pair of pants at night and puffy, and that's it. So really only 4 articles of clothing. I have a rain jacket and a wind shell, and I could have gone without the wind shell. It's not nearly as windy or cold as what I thought it was going to be up top. I figured, we'll be above 10,000, above tree line. It might be kind of chilly and windy in the 60s. Nope, 85, full sun, really hot. Yesterday I was bonking pretty hard due to the heat. So I think one thing I would do different, or one thing that's a challenge with the Sawyer, is you can't use like any like powders. And I think usually I don't need that on backpacking trips. I'm fine with just food, but when it's this hot and you're sweating this much, some powders would be good. So I should try to mix up some in a cup, maybe at lunch, and down a big swig of like Gatorade mix or something. That might help me out a little bit with the dehydration. And of course, as I'm saying this, the sun is getting more and more intense. But awesome day, awesome hike. We've got another about 5.5 miles to go. It's a little after 1:40, so 5 miles, 5.5, and we're going to go to Little Yosemite Valley. It's more of an established backcountry campsite. Has a real toilet. Ladies are excited about that. I'm kind of excited about that. Chill out there tonight and then book it out of here tomorrow. Might try to fish the Merced River tonight if I see a good spot and I got the energy. You can see these little bluebelly gecko looking things. Pretty cool. This is an awesome valley. I think I like traveling down here more than I actually like regular Yosemite Valley. What do you think, Kels? Watch your step, Kels, okay? It's quite the fall going on here. Well, we've been walking through this burn part for the past hour. Super high sun exposure, very warm. We just came across this corner and now we see Half Dome. Our campsite is going to be somewhere down at the base of Half Dome. It's called Little Yosemite Valley. We're definitely looking forward to doing that. And hopefully there's shade. I want to get out of this burn. How you feeling, Kels?
Drinking water as much as I can.
I know, it's hot. Good morning, it's our last day. You can see in the background here, Half Dome. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, Half Dome's right there. It's a glorious morning. Slept pretty good last night. We're going to head down towards the Nevada Falls, and then you got to take a kind of a left turn up and go back to Mono Meadow where we started. It's about an 8 or 9 mile hike today. Nice and cool, so I'm ready to get hiking. Well, we're on our way back to Mono Meadow where we parked. Got 2.4 more miles to go, so pretty excited to get there. I'm definitely worn out. My right hip IT band area needs some serious stretching. I'll do that when I get home, but overall still feeling pretty good. We got one final stream crossing to do and then 2.5 miles straight up, and it's the car and then it's real food. We're back to the trailhead. That was a hell of a loop. Tons of fun. Had a great group. Unbelievably impressed with Kelsey. It's her first big trip. She did pretty epic. In the words of Forrest Gump, I'm pretty tired. I think I'll go home now.
So hopefully everyone enjoyed the film. We certainly had a ton of fun doing it. I know Kelsey had fun with the backpacking trip. It was her first major time ever doing a backpacking. This is your first multi-day, correct?
Correct. I think the longest I had ever hiked was like one night camping.
Yeah, the one overnighter we did before this. So you
and
did
with
it
friends before that.
Okay, but
it was more
an
than
adventure,
I thought
right?
it was going to be. Yep.
I think she did awesome. We had a ton of fun with the folks.
We trained a little bit beforehand.
We did. We did quite a few day hikes and stuff.
For novice hikers out there, it's an intimidating hike for sure.
Yep.
Starting out 50 miles to go, but we did like a 14-mile day trip and camping trip and tried to work on wearing the backpack.
You got used to it, and
that took some adjustment.
Yeah, for sure. One thing I would mention, just from a filming standpoint, I'm going to go over my kind of after notes like I typically do. It was challenging filming with that many people. I think I mentioned that during the video, but
we were hiking with some pretty efficient hikers, fast hikers.
Yeah,
keeping up was challenging.
Two of the ladies were like advanced runners that were just sprinting ahead of us, so it was challenging to try to keep up with them. But want to go over a couple of our afterthoughts we had just on like general the route itself and some of the gear. A couple of gear things, just a few random things. I think Kelsey and I's favorite piece of gear maybe was this, and probably the cheapest, easiest one was this, a piece of foam pad. You can pick up it's like a yoga mat. You can pick it up from Walmart for $20.
We were cutting it into squares in the parking lot as we parked our car. Right as we were going to set out, we had to run and get a new mat since Kyle had one before, and it was
pretty flat. So
used, it had worn through half its thickness. So we were making new ones in the parking lot.
Yep, we made new ones in the parking lot, and the reason
gave some to some of the other people on the trip.
Yep, the reason that they're so helpful is because the bear can that we were sitting on is like hard plastic and very uncomfortable. So it's nice to put that pad on top of the bear can and then sit on it. A couple other random things I would highly recommend, or I'm going to recommend to myself when I rewatch this someday, is try to do some stretching every night. I think both of us got pretty sore towards the end. There's a lot of decline from the peak at 11,000. We went all the way down to like almost I think 5,500, 6,000, something like that. So over like a day and a half, we dropped 5,000 feet, which really for me was causing some hip discomfort, and I think some more stretching would have helped. There's also a point in time, day 3, when we were coming down from the peak that was like super high heat, and I was bonking really bad, getting some muscle cramps, kind of like, yeah, you remember how out of it I was.
Kyle got dehydrated.
I got very dehydrated.
He let dehydration ruin his vacation
for
a short period.
For a short period. I think it was a combination of two things. So it was a lack of water, and I could tell, usually I don't do like electrolyte mixes or anything like that, but I could really tell it was so high heat. I sweat like a ridiculous amount, that I sweated, I think, all the salt out of my system, and it caused like cramping, terrible headaches and stuff. One thing I switched to since then, I've been doing a lot of bike riding lately, is I've been trying these out. So they're called, can you see it? They're called Salt Stick. They're just like an electrolyte cap which is like a pill, which I think is easier to keep with you backpacking than it is like powder and then pouring it into bottles and stuff. You just take the pill and it's exactly like having a Gatorade once an hour. So I've been using that, really like that quite a bit. Let's talk a little bit about some of the gear that Kelsey enjoyed.
Yeah, so it was my first real hiking trip, so I got to go shopping with Kyle.
You enjoyed that part, I think, the most of the whole trip.
Went to REI and came home with quite a few new things.
Yep. So what gear worked out well for you, Kelsey?
I like my shoes.
What shoes did you use on this trip?
A La Sportiva women's hiking shoe.
Yep. So this is the Bushido model.
Bushido.
Yeah. I think Bushido 2s actually. But we tried on quite a few shoes at REI. These seem to fit your feet the best. You seem to like them the most. They have a relatively low stack height, so like the distance between the space here and here is relatively low, so they're pretty good stability on uneven rock. So good shoe. I use the Ultra Lone Peak 4, kind of more of a barefoot zero drop shoe. I've been liking those quite a bit, and I'm going to do an update to my footwear video that I did a couple of years ago. I'll do an updated version of that here in the next couple of weeks. But what other things did you like the best?
You should tell them about your sandals you made.
Oh no, we're not gonna. I tried. So I'm always in search of the perfect camp shoe. So I made these really goofy sandals that didn't work out very well.
How much did they weigh, Kyle?
They weighed like 4 ounces a piece. They're okay. She's making fun of me. I was on the sewing machine, playing around, trying to come up with a sandal. It really didn't work very well. I used an old insole. It didn't work. Anyways, I'm always in the search for the lightest possible camp wear, and it didn't work. Yeah. What other gear did you like?
I brought a pair of sandals. I think they were Teva.
Yeah, some just like regular Teva.
Some nice camping shoes. Sandals that I wore across water crossings after I got tired getting my feet wet. Yep. Which happened after like the first river crossing.
Yes, so. Exactly.
But these dried pretty quickly.
Yeah, those do. They're good for sure.
I had to change socks though. And of course I had to come accessorized on my first hiking trip.
Yes.
So one of my favorite things.
Tell us about your accessories.
I liked this bandana. I think it's by the same company, the Buff Company.
The Buff Company?
It's got little beads in it. I'm not sure if it's the same company. But there's little beads that expand when they get wet. And so it's nice to keep your neck cool because it was really warm. Yep. So I enjoyed this. I didn't wear my buff that I got, my brand new buff, once. It's still brand new.
It was really hot. So like, you can't see it in the video, but it was like every day.
And my main mistake was wearing spaghetti straps and tank tops with backpack, which
this is critical for the ladies, right? So I wore that blue long sleeve Patagonia shirt the whole time. I was real concerned about sun protection, and we weren't sure exactly what for you to wear. Like I've been doing this for years. I knew what to wear, but you wore, that was right, like a spaghetti strap, kind of like built-in sports bra.
Not a good idea.
And the problem with that was we put sunscreen on your shoulders, right? But like the backpack would move around, rub it all off, and you got really bad sunburn. And then I think like pack wear essentially on your shoulders.
It wasn't, sunburn was bad. It was the pack.
It was the pack. Yeah. Okay, so I think for next trip you're gonna wear at least like an actual t-shirt, if not
short sleeves
or long sleeves, right?
Long sleeves, and even when it was hot out, because there were so many mosquitoes, and times we had to wear long sleeves
for sure,
because they were after us.
Yes, the mosquitoes we were surprised. I think it's because this was a wetter winter than normal, that snow persisted longer, that things were damper in the high areas. So mosquitoes were still bad end of August, which we were both surprised on. We're happy we brought head nets. I think that was a smart thing. But anyways, so this is not our last trip together. I don't think I scared her away too much. We're looking at maybe 3 to 4 day trips versus 5+ day trips, but that's fine. I like those.
You just gotta dive right in.
You gotta dive. Well, yeah, that's what you did.
5 day. Why not just start with the PCT?
Okay, I don't think we're gonna do that anytime soon. But we'll do more of these videos. I think as we perfect. I don't feel like we're at a point where we can do a full gear review or full loadout because we're still perfecting our couples systems. Typically when I've backpacked with friends, Joe, stuff like that.
Kyle thinks he can bring one bear can when we're traveling together.
Oh yeah.
The amount of food Kyle eats, it's not possible.
Oh, thank you,
Absolutely
Kelsey.
Not possible.
Thank you.
Maybe a medium or large size and a small size.
Well, yeah. Okay. Okay.
But I don't want to share my bear can with him because he'll eat my food.
Anyways, so obviously we're still working through our perfect load setup here, as there's some debate on what the best setup is, but. anyways, we'll put out more videos. I think next time people have asked a lot for dehydration and food packing videos, which Kelsey's definitely the better cook of the family than I am. So
not the better dehydrator though.
Well, I don't know. You had some good ideas
the
though.
Best dehydrator.
Well, at least I'm good at something. So, anyways, we'll put up more videos as time goes on when we do more hikes, and we'll do pre and post videos because people tend to like this. But anyways, thanks a lot for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day.